have nothing to your name is essentially your very
Yeah, I mean, I've started up again, but it's, I went from having essentially enough to own my own shop to nothing. Yeah, essentially nothing. Yeah, so maybe like I don't know how much like I don't know if 2 gold is like a lot or a little.
How much gold? Sorry, say it again.
2.
2 is it matters if you're poor.
Oh.
2 gold is a lot to a poor person, but to like a middle class citizen, probably like a tradesman, 2 gold is like it's about average.
Okay, 2 gold. I'm a rich poor person.
So yeah,
Okay.
how much gold are we starting with, Krista?
It starts with your background generally.
Okay.
So your background will start you off with however much gold you have.
I'll have to look. I don't even remember if.
And then for you, Milo, I would just say that your savings is 0. You have 0.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, and then Billiam, just need to write that wife and kids killed.
Oh, squalid. Poor. There we go. Or no. I'm going to be wretched.
Okay. Tyler.
Okay. I totally have thought through this completely. My character, Gary Timothy Stevens, is from Silver Stand originally. He started out as something of an. Did they have any schools over there, or is this more of a podunk town?
There is no schools. I wouldn't call it a podunk town, but it's definitely not like
Okay.
an educational town.
Okay.
It's just more of like a trade. It's a huge like trading port. Like, it's big on fish and trading.
But they
And
have
other goods.
problem. How long has the flooded forest been an issue?
The flooded forest has been an issue for many, many years. So I'd say about the same time the Dreadwood showed up. So about 5 years.
Oh,
Sorry, longer. I would say that they probably rolled. Yeah, probably 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, darn. Okay. Well, trying to think. So he was actually a reputed scholar. Does that fit within the town, Krista?
You can be a reputed scholar, but
One sec, I'll build it into the background.
okay.
And he started researching the drowned forest in order to help combat it
Okay.
about 4 or 5 years ago when it started becoming an issue. He disappeared for a prolonged period of time, and when he came back, he was a little bit changed, not quite there in the head, refused to live with other people, and then kept professing that demons were a part of the natural planar ecology, and there needed to be demonic preserves set aside.
Okay.
If this does not fit in well, I'm more than happy to change it, Krista.
That's fine, I guess. So your guy believes that demons have a place in the world, essentially.
Yes, you don't want to
Demons are
kill.
people too.
Not people. They are definitely. Yeah.
We're talking demons, right? Not devils, because there's an important difference.
They just demons. He went to the flooded forest, maybe
Okay.
got touched by the abyssal there. Has lived by himself. If you'll allow it, Krista, he has some type of strange growth or disease, then people avoid him. And
it would be kind of fungus. So I'll let you choose what it looks like, but it would be some kind of fungal looking thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what the drowned forest is filled with.
He tries to hide it.
Okay.
and typically lives by himself and sleeps by himself. But
Does he live
recently,
outside of town, or does he live at the inn?
lives outside of town or wherever the home encampments are. Scott.
Oh, Bardsy. No.
I actually have a perfect spot for you to live, Tyler, but it'll have to
Perfect.
be a secret later. But
Okay, sounds great.
you have a place in town, technically, that you live.
Okay, and I have some type of disease that
Gross.
is slowly growing, but anyway.
Okay. Are you still using the standing stone background, or no? You don't want
Yes.
that anymore.
I've had dreams. The standing stones need to go.
Okay.
At this point, I completely believe them. I don't.
Okay.
You can decide whether or not those dreams are good or bad.
I'm gonna just tell you it's a female voice that talks to you about the standing stones, that they need to come down.
Okay. It's probably induced from my fungal growths, but at this point, I believe everything. So,
Okay.
and you get a feeling like I was kind of run out of Silver Stand because of what I preached.
Okay. Good to know. Alright, Scott, we're just kind of all like explaining backgrounds that they want me to know, kind of thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, is there anything you would like me to know?
I haven't really thought about my background.
Okay. You
I've
don't
thought
need to
about
worry
it. I've thought about it,
has one
Scott.
ready for you.
It's even
Okay.
part. It's even part of my background.
Your background is actually part of my background.
Let me see here. I gotta find what I
Oh,
don't
you wrote
even remember.
something.
Yeah, I did write something. Let's see. Personality traits, ideals, lost his family.
Because I tried
This
writing
one.
something.
Wants to be left alone on his farm to live out his days in solitude. But that damn neighbor. Bonds. Misses my family, who is passed. Town captain and I are friends. Oh, I forgot to mention that, as we were buddies during the war. And we still get along, if that's okay with you, Krista.
Who is your buddy?
The town
Sorry, say it again.
captain. We're friends. We were friends in the war. Maybe we've grown apart a little bit, but I would still consider him a friend if I saw him in town. Is that appropriate?
Yeah, that would totally be fine.
Okay, and then
Eleander.
Yep, Eleander.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so Bonds, family, town captain. That's about all I have, and then Bardsy relationship, complicated. My thought
the
was
neighbors,
like
right?
Bardsy just thinks like we're the best of friends, and I really I tell him to his face like how much I don't like him.
But I don't think I hit.
And he's just like thinking I'm like risen him. He's like, oh yeah, Billiam. And maybe you just call me Bill, which I hate. Bill. So there's some stuff to go on.
All right. Awesome. This is all great, guys.
All right, I got a little bit of my background.
Okay.
From what I just told you.
So it's like, no, I got your personality down.
So uncle, nephew's living with me.
Okay, let's hear it.
His name is Gerald. That's right, Gerald. I still gotta figure out why Gerald's living with me, but that's I got that part. Knows the folks in town because I have been living in this town for quite some time. I retired from a life of politics. That's why my charisma is through the roof. You know, schmoozing and doozing.
Remember your name again? I know you go by Bard Z, but like, what's your actual name?
Why do I say like Zar? What was it?
Zarcephalo?
Zarcephalo. Yep. I will never remember that. It's gotta write.
Why do
We
we
don't even
call
know how
you
to spell
Bard
it.
Z?
Cephalo.
Well,
Well, that's what he goes by.
After
I know
retiring
why.
from politics, I decided to. I saw a street performer playing the lute, and I was like, oh, you know what? You know, I've retired from this life. I'll go ahead and take that up. I'll try some bard. I'll try some lute playing, and I just fell in love with it.
Okay. Your nephew that lives with you. Anything there? Like, how old is he?
Oh, he's probably like let's see. If I'm 65, he's probably like in his 40s. No, probably in his 30s. Yeah, that'd probably be more appropriate.
Okay.
I guess parents. No, I gotta figure out why would a 30-year-old be living with their uncle?
Lot of reasons.
Financially destitute.
Financially destitute, probably.
Lost the family farm.
Are you good with money? That's my other question.
Yes.
Okay.
Hence,
So you're
I have
actually good with money. You're not
I
like.
have a
squandering it.
mansion.
Oh, you have a mansion, not a farm. Cause he has a farm. Like he has
Yeah,
like
mine's-
a house. Like it's like a good
Oh.
house, but it's not like a mansion.
I have a manor.
Okay. Okay, I'll write that down.
That's right. You better
How-
write that down. A
Can we
manor.
still be neighbors?
Of course.
Yes, that
We'd
would be
like,
fine. He has a
5 miles away.
manor with like multiple servants
orchards.
and orchards.
You just come over and eat my like 3 stalks of corn.
All right.
This is gonna be a good campaign.
Just, I've also created a backup character because I am expecting this character to die.
Oh boy.
Okay.
He's got 7
Um,
HP.
Oh boy.
He'll be fine.
We'll hit level 2 in an hour.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing down everything you guys have tried to tell me. I'm trying to remember it, write it down.
Yeah, sorry, it's a lot.
That's okay. Here's a voice that the standing stones must be torn down. I guess, Billiam, what are you doing in town?
Like for this
Oh,
specific day.
Like, what? Sorry, no. You usually are a town guard, right?
In like the fall winter, I'll work as a town guard, because there's not a lot to do on the farm. Or if they need help, if they're short-handed, I'll come in and help out. I'm PRN town guard.
And then Milo, what are you doing in Saltmarsh?
Trying to drum up any kind of business I can, smuggling, goods acquiring, whatever. Just trying to hopefully use my network of acquaintances and friends from, being a merchant to try to get back on my feet.
Gotcha. Just to kind of even the playing field, I'm gonna say you were probably a merchant in the other town. Oh shoot, what is it called? It's the southern one. You guys can see the map.
Mm.
You guys have that open? If I don't have it open, I should have it open. I'm gonna open it now.
I got it open. It just says your DM is not currently hosting a game session.
Oh, that's my bad. We'll open the server.
Just been waiting here to play D&D all day.
I'm sorry. Okay, Seaton.
I'm refreshing.
The refresh button.
Seaton would be where you
Please
mostly
start.
did all your trade work, and those are where
Okay.
most of your contacts are. So if you guys ever go to Seaton, you have a lot of contacts still there.
C-town, like C-town.
But you don't have contacts here.
W?
I would
Okay.
say not yet, but you can make them.
Okay.
Okay. So you're looking to drum up business, make contacts. Okay, Billiam, Gary. Okay. So it's all up to you guys. Why you decide now is your time that you want to become an adventurer. But let me read the intro.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta play my music.
Yeah.
Get the
Yeah.
music going. Yes, it's death metal all night. This just really relaxes me, guys.
Yeah. Didn't copy the whole thing. Okay, try it again.
Is the map working for you guys yet?
Nope.
It's still
Okay.
not working?
Nope, so
Please wait
specifically
for
for you
DM
to
to
set
start
game
game
session.
session.
Oh, I have to click start session.
There it goes.
There it is. All right.
Alright. I'm gonna try and get AOD to work again. I know Tyler's been using this other one, Fred Boat, but I don't know what the heck that is.
Red Boat sucks. I'm unhappy with it.
Okie dokie.
So, how's your wife doing, Andrew?
A lot less nauseated.
Oh, that's good.
So that's good. Still tired, but good.
Jeez. Always complaining about being tired.
Ugh. like-
Jeez.
Women,
Find some energy.
am I right?
Yeah. Did you just tell her to not do
Women.
that?
Look it up.
Yeah.
Tell her
Like,
to
hey, can you
stop
like
it?
Better cap.
not be sick?
Can you,
Throwing up?
can you please knock it off?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll work well.
And then, I mean, that's of course after I politely ask her to go make me dinner, and then she
Smart.
politely reminds me she doesn't know how to cook.
Smart.
See, that's offensive on so many levels because my wife does not know how to cook. She openly admits it, and so it's like a dig upon a dig.
Oh man.
Scott, do you remember how to get AOD to work?
I never used AOD.
What did you use to play your songs?
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. You told me to use it, and I always hated using it because it was always so confusing, and I always had somebody else to go ahead and put the music in for me.
Yeah, but like I don't remember how to do it now.
Bring, bum, bum, bring, bum, 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 bum.
Do you want me to do the music, Krista? Through my terrible bot?
No, I can do it.
Allies.
I promise.
I am allies with Billy. Billy Bilbo. Billy Bill. Billy Bill. Billy Bigsby. Bigsby Bilbo. Bill.
Sir Johnson to you.
I'm allies with Bill. Oh, there's my whole. Oh, all right. Let's see, I gotta look up. Why do 30-year-old nephews stay with their uncles?
Because they got kicked out of their parents' house.
You're just Googling it.
Yeah, because I have no idea. You know, I'll ask
Call.
Chat GPT. There we go.
Without that.
Okay, it's
Financial
dollar
difficulties,
sign.
Support system, cultural, familial reasons, temporary arrangement, personal or emotional reasons. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do financially destitute. We'll just keep that. Lost the family farm. That's right. Lost the family farm.
Not working.
Divorced from his wife, or I should say, wife divorced him. Wife divorced him.
Big
Kids
difference
don't
there.
Talk to him.
Maybe that's why we're friends. Neither one of us get to see our kids anymore.
A drunk. There we go. So, try to by giving him purpose, aka be
Just wanted to get
be
it to
my
work.
servant, my manner.
Who is your nephew, Scott? Now I want to roleplay your nephew.
He's Gerald. I call him Jer Bear.
Jer Bear. Oh boy.
Jerry, Jer Bear.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Ooh, his name's not Gerald. It's Yarabek. There we go. A Czech surname, Yarabek.
Could have done this earlier.
For a tall
Sorry.
person.
You're good.
Crane. Yeah. No.
I thought it would just
Gerald.
work.
Actually, his name. No, Gerald. I was like, Gary.
Gary.
Yes, yes. Remember, my name is Gary.
Wait, is your character's name Gary?
My character's name is Gary.
Oh, Gary. Okay. Sweet.
Dude, I'm just wondering if I need to be your nephew, but I'm just an elf, though.
You're just
So how does
Gary.
that work out?
Yeah. Oh, it
Someone's
doesn't.
adopted.
I don't know about it.
Then why are you living with him?
I don't know I'm adopted.
Oh. Slash add. Okay, slash add is what I need.
All right. Boop ba ba beep ba ba boop ba ba boop. Boop ba ba beep ba ba boop ba ba boop. Doobie doo doobie doo ba bee. And then after this, honey, I gotta do some freelance. I gotta wrap up this project.
All right. I don't know how to share it. I'm gonna figure it out, I guess. Well, I'm gonna do the first part without music. Sorry.
Okay.
right.
I must be immersed.
I'm sorry. All right, let's get started. So, as you all sit quietly in a small, quaint waiting room with a young male human secretary muttering behind the front desk of the town, this is the council hall. You all heard that there was an offer to new adventures from the youngest council member, Anders Solmer. Those who are interested in the good and betterment of Saltmarsh, come one, come all. And of course, the offer was for a bit of coin as well. As you guys look around the room, you see 3 others, and you find yourselves wondering, are these the fellow adventurers looking to join in on the same offer? So, we kind of went over it, but if you guys would each like to describe what you guys look like.
Sorry, I was just opening up the Google Docs to write this down. So we're all here for Anders Solmer.
Yes, that was
And there's
Anders Solmer.
Solmer.
And you're in the waiting room of the council hall.
And this is a council person.
Yes, he's on the town council. He's the youngest council member.
Okay, so, and we're just here because it sounded like there's an offer for some money. But that's about the extent we know.
Yes, it's for the good and betterment of Saltmarsh and for money. And for young, he specifically said for new young adventure, or not young, but new adventurers.
All right. Well,
So,
Billiam is gonna kind of clamber on in there. Billiam is a older gentleman who fought in the First War. Uh, he is
well,
now.
just describe your physical appearance
Yeah.
as you guys are all just kind of looking at each other.
He's age 52, 6'5", 235 pounds. You can see that he's still broad across the shoulders and really strong, but he's probably put on a couple pounds on the belly too. Very big, old, strong guy is kind of what you see. Big mustache, slight beard, tan.
Okay. Awesome. Andrew, can you describe your character?
Yep. So, I want you guys to think of the most stereotypical edgelord rogue, with hood up, face concealed, just kind of standing in the corner, obviously trying to look about as tough as he can. But otherwise, if you could see through the kind of shadow, childlike features, about 20, 25, 20, mid to late 20s.
Okay.
Average build, maybe a little bit on the chunky side. Clothes, obviously, well worn, and then, a dagger on each hip and a bow on his back.
Right. Scott.
All right. So my character, he's a sprightly older gentleman, in his 65. He's 65 years old. He's got a nice little white beard coming in. He's got a purple outfit, and he's got a lute strapped on his back as he struts about. He's got quite a little bit of pep in his step, so he's not some old geezer, but his attire is of well designed and of a fine silk fabric of some sort.
Okay. And then Tyler.
So I am getting pulled in multiple directions. I am a scrawny, kind of ragged in terms of clothing elf with white hair that it comes down. I've kind of got my hood up, although it's not doing much good because it's not in many pieces. It looks like it's been patched multiple times. I have a lot of bags, and I don't necessarily smell that great, much like I haven't taken a shower in a year or two. Most of my clothes look like it's been created by myself. That being said, anyone who's trained with the trained eye can notice that I have what looks like a component pouch, and a little bit of an arcane flare.
All right. Arcane flare meaning like you're.
I'm just like twitching my fingers constantly, and sparks are coming off of them.
Ooh. All right. Awesome. There's like a quiet, like kind of like hotel like kind of music kind of playing in the background as you guys sit here quietly waiting to be seen. And the only other sound in the room is the secretary kind of muttering like some grouchiness behind the desk as he's organizing papers and such. If you guys would like to speak or do anything while you're waiting.
Oh, yeah, would you look at this rough and tough crew? Here we got here. Oh, Billy, what are you doing here, pal? Good to see you. It's been a minute,
What are you doing here, Bardsey?
Well, I should probably ask you the same thing, shouldn't I?
I've told you 100 times. It's Billiam.
Bill, jeez, you're just such a little cracker, aren't you? Huh?
Well, except for a little bit of coin, what are you doing here?
You know what? I decided, leave the manor to my my nephew. Just haven't decided. He's got to take on some responsibility. Pick himself up by his bootstraps, and figure, here you go, pal. Go ahead, tend to manor. The orchards and everything. I decided I'm gonna live for myself a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and have myself a fun little adventure, and this seems like right up my alley.
I'm like looking for the door. It's like, this is not worth it.
At that point, the small, it looks almost like a box. You guys, I would say Milo is probably the only person who has seen one of these before from the big city. They call it a voice box. But he places his hand on it as it kind of rings, and he places his hand on it, and he whispers, "Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Of course. Anders will see you now." Stupid job. Get internship. Anyway, and the door behind him open. As you guys are shuffle into his, it's a pretty small office for 5 people. Some people might have to stand. You find yourselves looking at a tall, slender, very charismatic looking young man, maybe about in his mid-20s. He's got a big toothy smile, and he just grins at all of you. Welcome, welcome. I've just waited for this day. Oh, I love seeing new adventurers coming into groups, into here, and just becoming groups, and it's just so fun. Oh, tell me your names. Yeah. You, the one with the purple outfit. I love it.
Wait a second. You look awfully familiar. Wait. No, it couldn't be. Are you Sebastian's young son? Is that you? Is that true? Are you now in politics too?
I don't know a Sebastian, but my mother used to be in politics, you know?
Oh, it was your mother. I get those two. Yeah, it must be your mother. All right. Jeez. Okay, now I'm seeing the resemblance here. Huh, you in politics too, eh? Jeez. Well, welcome aboard. This is quite a fun little, profession. I would tell you, I've been in it for quite a long time. Got out of it, but now I'm all, now I'm doing this, just to have a little fun. So, hey, good to see you. Yeah.
I'm still looking for
Great,
the
funny
door.
you, and your name, sir. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm Zarcephalo, but you can call me Bard Z. I'm trying this new name called Bard Z.
Zarcephalo. Yes, I've heard of you. It's been a while, since you.
Well, don't worry about it. But tell your mom I says hi, okay?
He gets kind of quiet. She actually passed this last year.
Oh no, you don't say.
Yes.
Oh well, my deep and
still trying to find the perpetrator, but anyway, that has nothing to do with today.
Okay.
Don't want to be a downer,
Oh sure, hey, sure, yeah.
But so Bard Z, of course, and Zarcephalo. Sorry, which one do you go by?
You can just call me Bard Z.
Bard Z, of course. Clever name.
You could call him anything, he'll respond to everything.
Duly noted. And your name, good sir?
Billiam.
Billiam. I think I've seen you around town, actually, Billiam. Right? Helping out the town guard?
Yeah, I help out the town guard in the slow season when farming's down or if we're short-handed.
Oh, that's such...
and get
He
this.
starts giving you like applause. We need more people like you. You. Love it.
and
You
And
just
I
see,
love that you're here.
you see no reaction.
Good,
He's
good
my next-
stoicness. Yes. And you in the corner, get a younger gentleman.
The name's Milo.
I just like, whoa, so edgy.
Oh,
It's like,
yes,
Just
Milo.
shook.
I haven't seen you around town. Are you new?
You know, I'm from here and there. You know, just whatever bad boys do.
He so
Oh,
referenced himself as a
boy.
bad boy.
Do I?
So edgy.
So edgy.
This is like your most like blonde, blue-eyed, naive. Like,
I hope he has braces or something. My mom packed me a lunch.
Well, his dead mom.
Oh yeah.
My parents are dead.
Wait, are they actually dead? Or do you just like
But
refer
they
to
just
them?
like died from natural illnesses. It's not like I'm on a revenge quest.
Oh, I'm very sorry. It's heartbreaking. Well,
Yeah,
Milo,
I mean,
why are you interested in doing this kind of thing?
money,
Oh,
blood.
Oh,
blood.
whoa.
Like you need some? He starts like edging away from his desk.
I like spilling blood and doing other criminal things for money.
He's gonna roll an insight check real quick. I don't know. I got a 15. Does he know that that's what you actually want?
He can tell I'm just trying to put on an act, that I'm not really a tough guy or.
Okay, good. Oh, yes. Very, very edgy, young man. Very good, very good. Yes.
Can I turn to
very
him
good.
quick?
Sure.
There's not going to be any tomfoolery around here, young boy. I'm not putting up with any of it. I'm Townsguard, you go to jail.
Who are we talking?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
talking
you're
to.
talking to him.
Yeah, I'm looking straight ahead, but I'm referring to Milo. There's not going to be anything like that going on around here.
Yeah, we'll keep it straight edge.
You just see my whole body turn, but you just don't even see my feet to face you.
Oh my gosh, I love it. You're like Ron Swanson. Oh man.
Oh, by the way, I have my new picture coming here, so this
Oh
is.
boy. Can't wait.
Oh, whoops! Let me just save this here quick. I gotta update it again.
I hope you picked carpentry as your background. Okay, to the last person, and he
There we go.
turns. Oh, and an elf. Wow, you've come a long way. I mean, I'm just assuming. I guess I've never seen you in town. Not that we don't have elves in town. It's just.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, yes, I am. What
Oh.
is your name, good sir?
I'm Gary.
Gary, why are you here, Gary?
I heard there were ghosts.
They have said that. They have said that there are ghosts here, but it's just tomfoolery. Not on my watch.
I
But
have it on
let's
good
get
authority
right
there are
into the
ghosts.
quest. Yeah, I need you guys to explore an abandoned mansion outside of town. So there's a
Why?
lot of rumors that there's maybe ghosts in there, but you
Yeah,
know, I
there's
don't think
ghosts.
there are.
There's
Well,
ghosts. I know.
okay, well, you'll suss it out there, Gary. I'm sure you will. My information is that there are slavers from the Sea Princes that are using it as a base to kidnap local travelers.
No,
And
there's
sell them.
ghosts.
There could be ghosts too, who knows? But really, I think it's actually, they're trying to use ghosts as a cover story kind of thing, and I really think that there's a bunch of slavers there. So, if you could go check that out for me, it's about 4 miles east of here. Abandoned mansion, you can't miss it.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
maybe-
I remember hearing about that.
Wait, the
Wander
name
around
of the
town for a bit.
the name of the abandoned mansion is called Banded Mansion.
No, there's no name for it.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
the abandoned mansion.
Posted my character
Um,
in Krista's campaign, so if I can get my token, that'd be cool.
Absolutely. Well, it just changes based on your character. I
Oh, okay.
don't change your tokens.
Okay.
It's whatever your character art is on your on your character sheet. So he tells you it's about 4 miles east of Saltmarsh. But you might want to talk with the locals a bit, try and find out some more information. Who knows? You might find out something. So, anyway, any other questions?
No, I don't think so.
How much does it pay?
Oh yes, payment for you, my edgelord. Oh, you're so cute.
I'm not a lord.
So it'll pay about 50 gold per person, and that's if you can bring me proof that the slavers are using it as a base to kidnap local travelers. I don't expect you to do anything. I'll send in the militia, we have troops for that kind of thing. You don't need to get crazy.
You just
But
want
I
us
need
to
proof.
If
that
we
there's
prove there's
slavers
ghosts,
using it.
there's ghosts.
Okay, if there's proof that there's ghosts, you can bring that too. But I need to know about if there's slavery happening in my town.
I think ghosts are a worse problem.
Yeah. I think ghosts are a worse problem too.
I'm just shaking my head, just and then I look at Bardsy. I'm like, this is my group. So I
Well,
address.
and he slaps you on the shoulder there, Billiam. I leave it in your hands, good sir.
Yeah.
And
Enders.
please help guide this group and find out what I need. And please be a little discreet. There are some people in town that aren't interested in helping better the town from the Sea Princes, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, of course. Definitely.
Excellent.
Enders.
And of course you could find me here. You can talk to my secretary, Sam. He is the best. He opens the door. Arch is Sam. And Sam goes, ugh. Yeah. Excellent. Be on your way, of course. And I have many meetings. Ta-ta! And he shuts the door behind you guys.
I'm like, how do we bring proof? Oh,
Sorry, you're gonna have to turn down the sound.
What is this song?
Just turn down the sound. I can't control it.
hey Chris, I don't know if this is allowed, but
I don't know what that song. That's not the song I gave you, Tyler.
I know. I couldn't find the song. I searched for 30 minutes. The song title is not.
Oh, don't worry about it, Tyler. I'll figure it out later. You can just get rid of it. I'll figure out music next time.
Okay, but I have this song. Okay.
All right. Sorry, Evan. What were you saying?
well, I'm not sure how we're gonna bring proof. Can I just pull out of my pocket one of those cameras that you just roll the thing?
You definitely do not have a camera.
Good thing I brought this today.
And so it begins. Another guy whipping out stuff.
No cameras, Evan.
Ah, bummer.
You'll have to figure out a way to bring back proof that there are slavers working out of the house.
All right,
But
and Sam's
He was
right there.
tasked you first with kind of talking around the town and trying to, get acquainted with Saltmarsh / try and find out some more about this abandoned mansion.
Okay. Is there like a tavern in town?
Yeah. As a local, you know that there are 3 taverns in town.
Okay.
There
Oh,
is.
yeah. I would know.
Yeah, the 2 locals here, they know. There's the Wicker Goat. It's kind of more catering to town guard and dwarven miners. It also is an inn. It's an inn and a tavern. The Empty Net is just a tavern, and it's more it appeals to the more gruff side of town.
Maybe like a little
And
more
it's just a
criminal.
tavern. Yeah. And the Snapping Line is a kind of a medium town, and it's run by a woman fisherman wife, and she comes from a family of well-known lobster catchers.
Yes,
And,
the lobster catcher.
What was the name of that one?
That's the Snapping Line. So there's the Empty Net, the Snapping Line, and the Wicker Goat. So those are 3 taverns in town. And then I will move you guys. Hold on. Move you guys to the other map. There we go.
I say we go to the Empty Net. That's where all the bad boys are.
You just see Billiam like,
It's so hard for me to say bad boys with a straight face.
I put a hand on you there. I gotta look at your name again. I put a hand. Milo. The real bad boys. Don't say bad boys.
Noted.
But I like where you're. How old are you? Are you younger?
I'm like, let's say 28.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But I
okay.
mean, like,
All right.
I've reached my maximum height of 3 feet.
Okay.
So, I look like a child.
Yeah. So I like. All right. It's actually a good idea, Milo. Let's head. I agree. Let's head to the Empty Net, and well, I'll be recognized as a town guard, so I can't really help investigate a whole lot. Probably, we'll just go down and maybe we can eavesdrop on something.
You're not wearing your uniform.
Yeah, I'm just in my farmer attire right now.
But they would recognize your face.
Are you in farmer
What?
attire or are you in armor?
I have like my bag with all my stuff on it, but I'm not like ready to fight right now.
Okay, good to know. Okay. Yeah, you guys head over to the Empty Net. If you look, can you guys see the map?
Yep.
Yeah, what number is it?
I will point at it.
Oh.
Can I point at it?
Zoomed in it.
Can
You
I?
have to click the ping button. Point and ping.
8.
Yeah,
I don't know where
pointing.
pointed ping is.
Oh.
8.
Number 8.
8.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
right
can
here.
write down a little thing next to it. But
Oh.
number 8 is the Empty Net.
8.
Alright. So, as you guys make it over there, you start to see a rickety, half-timbered building almost falling off into the harbor, into the choppy waves below. A ripped-up net hangs up from the patched-up roof, and a small sign hangs above the door saying "Empty Net." You guys can hear inside. There's quite a loud. It's not even nighttime, by the way, and it does sound loud. Like, it does sound like there's a lot of kind of drinking and shouting coming from inside.
Geez, all riled up at this hour? What's going on in there?
Yeah. Definitely where the bad.
I look at you,
Are.
and then you just see me like kind of give you a half nod, like.
All right, awesome. As you guys wander on into the Empty Net, you see what looks like basically. How do I describe this place? It's exactly like a rundown house, minimal decorations. There's like one fish on the wall, like one like almost almost taxidermied fish. Like you could definitely smell something going bad in the back. And you see what looks like a large bar, multiple like bar tables, and a tall, large male, kind of like pirate, a kind of attire, kind of guy behind the bar taking orders. He kind of looks at you guys, barks, "Find a chair!" And then he continues serving people at the bar.
All right, well, I guess we go get ourselves a chair.
Just go and
when-
sit down.
When Milo goes to sit down, he flips his chair backwards and sits on it like a bad boy would.
Oh, jeez, this one's got moves.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's so loud in here. You guys are gonna have to like shout to talk to each other. Almost all the tables are filled. You see tons of sailors, mostly. No town guardsmen. There's maybe some merchant kind of looking people, but mostly kind of rough looking sailors, and mostly beers and ale is being served. After maybe a minute, the bar owner comes over. What do you want?
I'll take your finest pilsner.
Don't know what that is. Next.
I'll just have a
Beer.
water.
Beer. I'll take beer.
Water, no. Beer, yes.
Did you say you didn't have any water?
If you want water, go in the water.
I'm okay. I'll have nothing. That's all right. Thank
Yeah,
you, though.
that's what I thought.
He'll have a beer and I'll have a beer too.
All right, 4 beers. He shouts, and the other guy in the back kind of nods.
Oh.
Haven't seen you guys around. What are you? Travelers?
No, I'm hear me and Billy here. We're locals here. But I don't say I've ever been to this place before. This is this a new establishment? I've never heard of
Yeah,
this
Crib
place.
patched it up. Didn't it look great? We even got something on the wall.
Cribs. I don't know what cribs, but okay.
Oh yeah, Crib's back
yeah,
there.
looks mighty fine. I really like the decor. It's really dark and dank in here, and quite rowdy. Definitely calling quite a crowd in here. What's happening at this hour? Is this the usual time people come in, or what's that all about?
Well, we haven't been having a lot of sailors coming in, but rumor is that there's a sea monster on the loose. Not as many sails, So a lot of them are just here drinking their problems and their paychecks.
Oh, okay.
So, what, the rest of you also random people around town?
Just outside, farming.
Farmers.
Yeah, we're neighbors actually. He's a really nice guy. Aren't you, the Bill?
No.
Yeah, I'll get those beers. Alright. Not as interested in you people as I thought it was. And he, leaves. Go get you guys some beers.
So, as a town's guardsman, do I know what, these slavers typically look like, or customs or anything?
The sea princes.
The sea princes, yeah.
You've heard about the sea... you know about the sea princes. You would know that they generally...
Have, an outfit, or...
There's definitely not an outfit. It's not like they're organized crime. In fact, they prefer not to be organized. You do know the rumor is that this place is a haven for smugglers, mercenaries, assassins, and even pirates.
That's why I've never heard of it, because I don't run with that crowd.
I hope it's just a bar full of what Milo looks like. I just think
No,
they're
they're
really...
mostly sailors. They're not, edgy. They're not trying to look edgy.
Okay.
They're mostly just, people who work on boats all day. sunburnt and brawny.
You said it's really loud in there.
Yes.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do? As you are, after a few minutes, your beers come. The gentleman kind of just nods as he gives you all 4 beers. He holds out his hand for payment.
How much?
It's 1 copper per beer.
Okay, I'll just toss him 4 copper.
Okay, that's good.
Is he the bartender?
He is not. The bartender's in the back.
And
He's
that's
kind of the larger man. This
that's-
is kind of just a guy helping.
and that's Krebs.
Kreb.
Kreb.
You're,
Yeah.
you're really generous. You know that.
You know who's generous? Squirrel God. Give me a second, boys. And I stand up. I don't explain it at all. I don't. I just stand up and I go and I address the bartender. I don't know if we would maybe know each other or not.
Oh yeah.
You have.
Maybe know
Go ahead and
of.
roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Uh, 10.
No, and you do. The one thing I will tell you, you never arrested him before, so you do know
Okay.
that.
Okay, but maybe I know the name or I've heard it.
You've never heard the name.
Oh, okay. Well, I go up and I try to address Kreb. You know, I go up to the bar and give him the hand sign.
What can I do for you?
Well, let me tell you what you could do for me. You the bartender around here? You own this place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heard there's some trouble going up over on the abandoned mansion. You heard anything about this?
Kind of does like. Shoot, what's that like Italian like look? Like the whole like.
The side
Like
eye?
the- No, like the purse your lips and kind of like shrug.
Oh, like he's like, he knows, but he's being coy.
Yeah.
I also look around. Maybe this will loosen your lips, and I flip him a gold.
A gold. I looks down at it for a minute. Yeah, I've heard something.
Yeah. What do you got?
He like leans in close. For years, the tales of the haunted house near Saltmarsh have circulated through the region, and most of the stories are mostly rumors, to avoid the place. But there's a rumor that a great treasure is hidden in its walls.
He's telling me the mansion has a treasure.
He's telling you that there's some kind of great treasure in the house. I mean, there must be,
There's a treasure in there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why? And I kind of lead on to I know there's slavers there. Yeah. Is that why there's been the sea princes there lately, or the slavers?
He shrugs. Know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I just serve beer, sir.
Well, we're just a couple of common folks. You know, you're a bartender. I'm a farmer. But some of my acquaintances have been getting harassed over that way and just wondering what's going on.
Can't say I've heard anything. He just shrugs.
Can I roll insight to see if he's lying?
Yeah, go for it.
19 plus 1, 20. Heck yeah.
Ooh,
You do realize that he didn't want to. The instant you mentioned sea princes, he did not want to talk to you anymore. But he doesn't seem like he's lying.
Okay. And I just like pound on the table, give the table a couple bumps. Appreciate the beers.
Anytime.
I go back to the table. Well, Krebs is saying that the mansion might have a treasure in it. Seemed to know
cool.
a little bit about sea princes. Didn't really want to expand, but We might just have to go there in person. And kind of looking out, do I see anybody that maybe fits a sea prince or, well, a group or anything that might be of interest?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Natural 1 plus 3, 4.
Nice.
Mostly all just sailors and a few merchants mixed in.
Milo would like to look around, and particularly for anybody that looks shady, or any markings or anything on the walls that would indicate like thieves can't, or that any info.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage. Well, as you look around, you kind of are looking at the tables, you're wandering around. On one table, you swear you spot something, and as you kind of like jump and look underneath, and you kind of like see a marking, it looks like mostly actually graffiti in the lovely shape of a male body part.
Definitely naughty boys here.
Does
All
he
the
say
men
that out
stop
loud?
drinking and stare at you.
No, they can't hear him mumbling under his breath.
Oi, what you doing under there?
The table was a little loose. Was seeing if I could fix it.
Make a deception check.
17.
17. Oh, yeah, it definitely was. Wasn't it, Billy? Yeah, it was. And they both just start, like, rocking the table back and forth. And then Crab shouts from the back, "Hey, you break it, you buy it!" But, yeah. So that's pretty much all you find there.
I go back and report my findings.
Okay.
So, I found some strange markings.
Oh yeah?
They look like male genitalia.
Huh.
What do you think that means?
Boy, your guess is as good as mine, but definitely means something.
I start looking for the door again.
Krista,
Yeah?
this whole time I'm going to be staring at Billiam, trying to figure out and remember who Squirrel God is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I'm doing.
Do you want to roll a religion check?
Please.
Okay, go for it.
A natural 1.
Yeah, you've heard of Squirrel God.
Wait, he's heard of squirrels or God?
Is he a demon god or?
Nice.
Roll a d4.
3.
Yeah, that's a demon god.
I just nod at him.
That's a squirrel demon. The worst kind of demons. You've heard of those.
Gonna have to cull the bad to bring in the good.
I'm kind of thinking we might have tapped this place out. With my insight on Town's Guard, can my character think of any other areas that I can maybe pull some more information?
There are 2 other taverns in town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is... You do know that the city gate, where that is number on your map, is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
The city gate is manned by Ben and Jerry
Yes.
Springwater. And they are 2 late 60s old men town guards, and they love to gossip.
All right. I get my guys together. I know a couple of guys who might have some information for us. Let's head over to the town gate, boys.
Alrighty, sure. Lead the way, pal.
Not you, Bardsey.
Hey, Billy. You
Bar-
always
Bar-
joshing with me.
Bardsey,
You're such a...
Bardsey, I need you to stay here and keep lookout.
No, I want to come along, you know? This sounds like a fun adventure. Let's
You
go.
you
Come
hear?
on, guys.
I bust out the door, son of a bitch.
Geez, look at us two. You know, just going on a fun adventure together. Who would have thought us two? You know, neighbors and everything. Jeez.
I'm like trying to get up to a sprint.
All right. Which way do you guys go to the town? Which way do you guys go? Do you go this way?
Well, where's the town?
Just following,
The
just following the
gate
road.
is here. Do you just go this way, or do you want to go all the way around?
No, we probably...
Why would we-
Just the fast way, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you the things as you guys are walking by them. Number 9, you guys walk past the green market. It's kind of a giant, kind of open land with like tons of little stalls. They sell everything that isn't fish or nautical wares. So you see like eggs and cloth and different kind of pots and plants and goats and oxen and carts, all kinds of interesting things.
It's more of just like a food market, food and materials.
Yeah, food and materials.
Okay, but not like armor, weapons, things like that.
No, not armors and weapons.
Okay. Number 9,
you
green
would
market.
know that market, so that's the green market. You know that the weekly market, up on 15, so the weekly market, they sell more things towards adventurers. That's this area.
Weekly market.
And they get a lot of different stuff in from the harbor. So they sell all kinds of interesting doodads and such.
Do we know about a market that sells slaves?
My God.
You haven't been in town long enough to find out.
Okay. Just felt like it was worth asking if there's like, you know, a
But I would
slavery
say
ring once a month. Or...
you don't have any contacts that know.
Mhm.
Not that you don't have any contacts yet. And then the other two, you guys have not been on that side of town, kind of thing. You know, you guys pretty much keep to yourselves. Bardsey and Billiam. As you guys pass this bridge, Billiam and Bardsey, you know of it as Shark Fin Bridge.
Number 10.
And there are a few more shops kind of on the length of it, kind of thing. And as you guys pass by it, you watch as Gary... Actually, roll a perception check. Everyone roll a perception check.
Natty 20.
16.
I'm reading up bridge. Perception.
15.
Natural 1.
Yeah, everyone except for Bardsey, who just humming on his own way, notices that Gary, you feel like you get slower, you feel sicker, and you almost feel like you're gonna throw up as you walk past this bridge. Just happens to Gary.
How you doing there, elf?
Why are you asking, squirrel god worshipper?
You look sick.
Not as sick as you.
Ooh, sick bird.
Excuse me? Elf?
Hey guys, let's save the naughty boy.
I just
Business
send
for
like
slavers.
I just send a big stare at Milo of stand down. That's essentially almost as bad as Bardsey calling me Billy. Is what Gary just said to me. Answer me, elf.
How many of you I got my accent wrong. I do this. I just copied you. How many of your How many of your neighbors have you sacrificed to your fiendish god?
You don't know anything about Squirrel God, do you?
I know. He has 3 eyes, 4 tails, chews off the face of young orphans in the night.
Squirrel God is a
Deny it.
Squirrel God is a celestial being who protects children and the innocents.
You have been deceived.
I just like.
Can I follow this 4-tailed squirrel god?
For,
Because
there's only a single tail, and no. I just keep walking. Hurry up. I just think like Gary's a fool. I wasn't sure if I knew like Bard Z and Milo were just gonna be a burden, and I'm like, Gary at least maybe has like some life experience, and now he's like talking off the deep end on Squirrel God. I'm like, oh boy. I'm just thinking in my head this is gonna be like herding turtles.
Awesome. All right, you guys pass the bridge, and as soon as you kind of leave its 10-foot radius there, Gary, you immediately feel better. It's like a weight.
Every time.
Yeah.
I should stop going by that place. I should have told him to take the long way around, but we have a worshiper of Squirrel God who doesn't listen to reason.
Are you saying all this out loud?
Yes, I'm mumbling to myself, and I think I'm quiet, but I'm not actually quiet.
Gary, I can hear everything you're saying.
How'd you get there?
I'm standing right next to you.
You sly dog, you master of stealth. I'll have to keep my eye on him every second of the way.
Gary,
No, I heard it. I heard it too.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah.
You too? You're in league.
Gary, you were right here. We all heard you. You were just talking normally.
Yeah, don't be ashamed about it. It's okay to talk your thoughts out loud, you know?
First off, I don't know where you hear this craziness
They can hear
about.
my thoughts. They can see you into my mind.
No, you're
The
talking.
fiendish powers grow.
You.
Jeez, you know, Bill,
I'm gonna.
do we want this guy with us? Say that at just normal level.
Oh, I have to persist with them. I must continue to find the truth.
Gary, I'm gonna ignore all this Squirrel God
So,
weirdo
Milo,
stuff.
yeah, you want to just like come up a little? We're just gonna just walk a little faster.
Milo's like kicking rocks behind us. Like life is pain.
it's the worst thing ever.
One side of his face is covered with his hair.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like super emo.
Oh, fantastic. Okay,
We'll
as you
address
guys
the
continue
Squirrel
down.
God stuff later.
Awesome. Those who are familiar with the town, that would be Gary, Bardsey, and
Billiam.
You see this building down the road is the I hate that I have to swap back and forth, is Kester's Leather Goods. You know that is quite the large tannery. And you guys would know that she pays quite a high price for interesting monstrosities or beasts, for harvesting the hide from them intact and giving it to her. It's about she pays, if I was to tell you in DM knowledge, she pays around 100 gold times the creature's challenge rating.
Wow.
For an intact hide.
All right.
So you do know that, and she does custom work for anybody, and definitely fashionista, and definitely, yeah. You guys probably Bardsey has been there for at least a few furniture items.
Oh yeah, I gotta go pick up my my leather armor over there. That's right.
Awesome. All right. As you guys continue down, you guys pass all these little houses. These are just normal middle-class merchant housing. And then this house number 3 is the Wicker Goat. You guys are passing the Wicker Goat right here.
Is that one of the bars? No.
Correct. Yeah, it's one of the taverns/inns. It's it's the most well-established one.
Which one is that? Number 3?
The Wicker Goat, number 3. It's where most of the miners and town guardsmen they go to, and it's got
Okay.
an inn, so it's like sleeping quarters on the upper floor.
What time is it right now?
Middle of the day,
We'll pop in there
and
quick.
it's fairly quiet. You do
Okay.
want to pop in?
Yeah, let's pop in.
Okay, beautiful. You guys pop into the Wicker Goat. It's quiet. You see maybe like 1 or 2 town guardmen that are maybe taking a lunch break. They do serve lunch here, and those of you that have been here probably, you know, Bard Z and William, you see familiar Linkus Curd. He used to be on the town guard, kind of a retired officer from the Kiosh army. You see him just kind of polishing some plates in the back, and he's got 2 barmaids that work for him. And he kind of sees you guys. Come in.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, long time no see. How's business treating ya?
Oh, it's great, you know.
I know. Tell us all about it.
Well, since the dwarves moved in, been probably about double, you know.
Oh,
and,
yeah. I forgot about the dwarves. Yeah, sure.
As there's like a
And-
table of dwarves right there.
There's no dwarves in there right now.
Okay.
But they usually get off around sunset, and then they walk here. And Monastrad, you know, she usually uses this as her office of operations when
Oh,
she's
yeah.
in town.
How's she doing? What's the latest and greatest with her these days?
Shoot. I don't know. I really haven't asked her. I should ask her. You're so good
Oh.
about that, Bardsy.
Well, you know, gotta keep in touch with the folks here, you know. Make sure everybody's doing just peachy. Speaking of which, how's your mom doing? Your mom doing okay? I know she had that fall, you know, a couple of months ago.
He just knows like everybody's like mobs. That's his superpower.
You know, her hip, is it healing pretty well? I
It
mean,
is.
she had a pretty nasty fall, but, you know, geez, she's getting up in age, you know, but I think she's got a good, 20, 30 more years in her, you know?
Oh, you're too sweet. You're too sweet, Bardsy.
Eh.
You know what? Have some rolls on the house. He pulls out some nice,
Oh, no,
freshly baked
please.
rolls on your table.
And I take them and I distribute them out to everybody else. But I don't eat any of it.
You don't eat
I've
a
been,
roll?
I've been
No.
aloof from the party ever since I thought they could hear me, but as soon as he extends food, I just jump in and just start eating like I've forgotten.
Like you were outside the tavern and you just like loaf, huh? And you like poke your head in.
Ooh.
Huh?
Yeah.
Linkus.
Interesting company these days, Bardsy.
Hey, well, I mean, do you know Billy? I mean, Billy here, he's my next door neighbor. We've been great friends for quite a while. You know,
I-
He
he's a
chuckles
farm
like
and every-
nervously, like, haha, yes, I know Billiam. Of course. He extends out his hand to give you like a formal kind of handshake.
His name's Linkus.
Lankus.
Lankus.
Linkus Curd.
Curd. So, I'm like, do we know each other? We served in Second Infantry together.
Kind of just gives you a nod of like respect.
Lankus.
Billiam. Always a pleasure.
We're,
You can always drink for free.
thank you, but we're doing well. We're heading towards the town gate. Sounded like the council needed some help with an abandoned mansion. Have you heard anything about this?
Oh yeah. They finally doing something about that? That house has been abandoned for a while.
Yeah, doesn't sound too abandoned. Maybe some slavers or sea princes held up in there.
Oops. It's not great. Well, rumor is it used to be home to an alchemist. He lived a hermit's life. Very few friends, very few visitors.
Oh, yeah.
But a young messenger once emerged from the house with a story that there was a grand library of, he's like rolling his eyes, countless tomes, retellings of, This tale is old as time. Of course, no one's had any proof, and everyone who goes there just shows up and says how empty and desecrate it is. Of course, the little kids, they like to give each other scares, and they talk about a light in the windowsill at night.
Well, anyway, have you made our other two friends over here?
No, I have not.
We got Milo over here. He's a real charmer. What's your story again, there, Milo?
My parents are dead, and I'm a real bad boy.
Yeah. Parents dead, bad boy. This guy's he's real nice. And this other guy over here, is scarfing down the rolls. By the way, the rolls, they smell delicious. This guy, he's definitely really enjoying them. Hey, Gary, right? Gary?
Gary, yeah.
Ugh.
I'm Gary.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
so
my
Gary
daughters
here-
they make them every morning. They'll be so proud.
Oh, yeah, please do. I mean, they're fantastic. Anyway, so Gary here, he's pretty unique. That's all I say.
Yeah, you don't say.
Well, anyway,
Pleased
we
to
know
meet
what-
you, Gary.
These rolls are good. Tell your daughters they're good.
I will. Thank you. And Milo, it's a pleasure. Perhaps. But yeah, if you need anything, Bardsy, you know where to find me.
Oh, yeah, of course. And likewise, if there's anything you need from us, give us a holler. Yeah, if you hear anything else about, the abandoned shop, whatever, and anything of that nature, feel free to just, give us a message.
I'm already out the
Of
door.
course.
I know that Bardsy is gonna do like the Minnesota goodbye and be like, well, I better, and it's gonna take like 2 hours for us to get out of there, and I'm like, I don't have time.
Oh, it looks like someone in your party has left.
Jeez. Oh, hey, you know what? Sorry, I wish I could talk more, but gotta get going here.
What color were the lights? What color were the lights
The lights?
in the mansion?
I can't. It's just kids, making up stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
When
And then I
you
grab another roll and run.
when you told Bardsy that I had left, you could hear from outside, "Oh, son of a bitch!" like I finally got away, and and now I heard that he figured out that I left.
Great. All right. As you guys all leave and regroup, regrettably for some, you pass by the next house, number 2, and that is the barracks and jail. This is the barracks for the long-term militia. The town. There's a difference. There's a militia and there's a town guard. The town guard are generally like volunteers. Like they're farmer volunteers, ex-soldiers, and then this is where the militia hangs out. And they
Essentially
also
the
have cells
standing
and
army.
stuff. They have about 100 men stationed here.
Okay, it's a big
And-
facility then.
About 20 of them are cavaliers. Cavaliers? Did I say that right?
They ride horses.
Horse people.
Yeah, and they patrol the general area to keep it safe from redwood
Oh, okay.
monsters. That's not unnormal for a lot of these towns, by the way, to have a big militia because of the ongoing threats of kind of strange creatures and monsters that, jump out of the Dreadwood.
Okay. We don't see any of them.
I mean, you do see, of course, some militia standing outside of their barracks, and this is a fairly large building. And it also is the, like, town jail.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to be thrown in jail, that's where they would go.
Okay. Is there anybody that's out there that's easy to stop and talk to, or that we may know that work there?
You aren't as as you are just a town guard. I would kind of, you do know of them, but you don't really have as much of a repertoire with them. So you could stop and say hello if you'd like, but you don't like know them by name.
Okay. Wait. I'll just, as we're passing by, I'll give them the, the two finger, like, hello.
They give you each a nod.
Yeah. Hey, boys, we're just on our way to the town wall. Any word about that mansion over yonder?
They both look at each other, shake their heads, keep away from it.
All right, gentlemen, and I keep going. So, just by the way they said it, is that like a warning to help us or a threat?
I will say roll insight.
Alrighty. Oh, 4.
Sounded like genuine, they're just trying to look out for you.
Yeah, I lean over to Bardsey because he's always like right in my hip pocket, and he's much more of a people person. So that's one thing I can rely on. I'm like, you think they're telling us the truth?
I mean, it seems like it, yeah. Nobody asked why?
I think they might be threatening us.
And I walked back. Hey,
No!
buddies, don't want to intervene or anything, but is there a reason why we shouldn't go check out the abandoned mansion over there?
They both look at each other. Kind of like do kind of a sheepish shrug. One of them kind of whispers,
Are there
My,
ghosts there? Are there,
"My son said that he
ghost.
saw a ghost." No.
the ghost, huh?
We heard.
The other guy kind of
There was
coughs
bad
and he goes,
boys.
"You don't believe any of that, do you?" And he goes, "Of course not. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
abandoned. It's fine. It's just,
He definitely believes it.
yeah."
All right, so you don't mind if we go check it out, would ya?
I mean, just you look like you can. He's looking at your guys' weapons. You look like you can handle yourselves, probably. If you need us, send someone, of course.
Okay, all right, sure.
All right.
Wait a second. Hold on, you there? You look awfully familiar.
How's your mom doing?
Is that you, Jethro? Is that you? You look.
Oh.
Boy, you.
Bardsey?
Yeah, jeez. Well, yeah. Oh, jeez. I thought you looked familiar. You got your mother's eyes.
Oh boy.
Oh, you charmer.
Oh my goodness.
20 minutes later.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, well, thank you. Yeah, it's great catching up with you. Glad to hear about the family. It looks like you got yourself a couple of great kids, and your wife sounds wonderful. Take good care of her. Anyways, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay, thanks, Bardsey. You're the coolest. You hear them whispering as you guys go off. Who was that guy? Oh, this is Bardsey, He used to be the politician here. He was so cool. Everyone loved him.
Jethro, Gar. I gotta remember all these guys' names.
And their moms. Gotta remember the moms.
Okay. You finally get to the city gate, where you see two kind of older town guardsmen. Town guardsmen, by the way, the only way you can tell they are town guardsmen is by a small badge on their chest that has kind of a reed kind of emblem, and they carry clubs at their sides. So you see two older gentlemen kind of just chatting, leaning up against the posts. They kind of come to attention when they see you, but then they relax a little bit when they see Bardsey. Ah, Bardsey!
Oh,
Great
hey, guys.
to see you. Yeah.
Great to see you guys. It's been a while. I haven't been out of town in a while, and I haven't come to stop see you guys. So
Oh,
sorry
we
about
love
that.
seeing you. You're fantastic. Tell us
Oh,
another joke.
Well, I tell you what. Here you go. Okay, I got a joke for you.
Okay.
So I was going up to go and change my candle, for like my lantern and everything. So I go ahead and I grab the step ladder, and then I thought about it. It's like, I don't even know my real ladder.
Stop!
They just start cracking
Ben and
up.
Jerry just start eating this up.
You always crack us up, Bardsey.
Stop it, jeez. But anyway, hey, we got a quick little question for you. You know, especially Billy Bob here. You know, he's quite keen on this, but we're kind of curious. There's this abandoned mansion you guys probably know about, right?
Abandoned mansion.
Yeah, is that what it was, guys? Right, an abandoned mansion.
You know of abandoned mansion, Jerry? I don't know. You know, there's back before my age, there was a mansion out there. That's what we're talking about, Jerry. Yes, abandoned mansion. He just stops talking.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the abandoned mansion. Yeah, that one.
Yes. Well, don't go near it. You know, it's
Oh.
Well, we've tapped this source.
So wait, people keep telling us that. Why shouldn't we go near it?
Oh, you know, it's said to be haunted. He kind of chuckles at himself.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
You know.
haunted.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I'm already gone.
Hey, Gary, tell your wife I says hi. I'm sure she's doing great. And
Thank you.
all right, we'll be on our way. See you later, folks.
So, hey, Krista.
Yeah.
Where do we know the approximate location of this mansion? I'm guessing there's not many mansions around here.
Not a lot of abandoned mansions. This is 4 miles east, he said. So you do know the general direction.
4 miles east, but isn't there water east? Oh, east is up. Okay. I'm looking at the map. East is up.
Oh, yes.
East is up.
East is up. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
weird. Why would they do that?
I don't know why they did the map like that, but they did.
So I just start kind of walking towards the mansion, and I'm explaining my plan on the way to the group.
All right. What's your plan? We get there, and then what?
Well, all we need to do is provide proof that there's people held up here. So why don't we go and scout the area tonight?
Yeah, it's a pretty good plan. If all we
And
had a
then we'll
picto
kill
box.
Wait.
Whoa, what the
What?
kill one? Jeez, hey, I don't want to spray any blood. Come on.
I get down on a knee like I'm talking to my 3-year-old. Now listen here, Milo. We only use force, and deadly force for that matter, when it's the last resort, you hear me? If you want to do any killing, you gotta eat your lunch and all the vegetables.
Someone want to roll survival, by the way, as you guys are walking?
Me.
Okay, go for it, Carrie.
It was cocked, I swear. 11 plus, I believe, 14.
14's high enough. You are traveling north. You guys went through the north gate. You are traveling north.
Oh.
Yay.
How did we go? I'm just trying to get away from Bardsey as fast as I
We're
can. I
going
didn't
the
even
wrong way.
realize.
We need to turn around, please.
Wait, which direction? I forgot which direction we're...
Yeah. We need to turn around. Bodsy it was, right? Bodsy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Squirrel worshipper.
It's Billiam.
Where are we supposed to be going? I thought this was,
It's
wait.
this way.
Yeah.
We go, and I will guide them up to the barracks, and then we start heading north. I purposely avoid the bridge, and we start crossing country, and I tell them we're going to have to swim across the river a little bit.
Wait.
What?
Alright.
Hey, Gary, I don't think that's the right way. I think we have to go across Sharkfin Bridge.
No. That bridge is cursed.
Hey Gary, why don't we meet you? Is there a good meeting point, because we do need maybe some supplies for an overnight stakeout or something? 27, 26, 28, anything that would have just for some overnight supplies, some materials.
I mean, the weekly market has pretty much anything you need in the Player's Adventures Guide.
Okay,
So if you
we'll just
need
say
tents, if you need anything,
Gary,
rations.
Gary, we'll meet you on the east side of town. We're gonna stop at the weekly market quick, or the green market.
No,
whatever.
the green market's number 9.
Okay,
So
weekly
the green
market.
market's number 9 and weekly market's number 15.
Fine.
Green
I'll
market
meet you
meaning
there.
things they get from the farms,
Okay,
like goats and pots and crops.
sounds good.
Sounds good. All right, you guys cross the shark fin bridge. Gary, do you cross it, or are you really going
I'm
to the
swimming
river?
across. I'm gonna try to swim across.
Okay.
It's gonna be the first time I get a bath in 2 months. It's gonna be
Oh.
good for me.
It's cold. The water is cold. It's fall, so it's fall right now, so it's pretty cold.
I do
Do I
take
have
note
to
of
swim, or
this.
can I wait it?
It's not. You can't wait it. I mean, this is deep.
Okay,
It's still
I'm
a
used to New
river.
Mexico rivers.
No, it's pretty deep. It gets then like kind of wadeable over here-ish.
Okay, I would hike up there and try to wait it there then.
Okay, sounds good. It'll take you a while to get to the rest of the group, but
Okay,
probably like half an hour extra.
I'll do it.
Sounds good. As you're doing that, they make their way over to the weekly market. It's a hubbub of activity. Pretty much anything you would like to buy in the Player's Handbook Guide is available. So you tell me what you want, and I'll tell you if it's there.
Gary would like to buy a short bow if possible, if not a crossbow.
All right. Let me just. pull it
The
up.
fact is, Gary would then realize he has 0 money because he's a homeless wanderer and not Tyler, and step back from that.
Okay. Anyone else have anything they want to buy for this adventure?
Not sure if we have just some rations and stuff, just like some snacks.
Check your character already, just because most of the character backgrounds they come with rations. Just
Let's
to
see, blanket,
double check.
holy water, lamp, rations. Okay, I got some.
Yeah.
Can I retroactively say my blanket is kind of natural color, green, tan, just something that will cloak me a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
You can do that.
I just buy a bottle of liquor or something, just something to drink overnight.
You want to buy a bottle of liquor?
Yeah, just something small.
Okay, give me a second. What kind of liquor are you looking for?
Just like a whiskey or something.
Whiskey with a W-H.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Alright, I can't find whiskey, but
Why
wine.
are you talking that?
Wine's fine.
Wine is 10 gold
Jeez. Well, never mind.
for a bottle.
Wow. Well, I'll keep walking.
Okay. Anyone else want anything here?
I ain't got no money.
Yeah. It's kind of hard. All right. As you guys keep walking, I will tell. So number 15 is the weekly market, if anyone wants to note that. Number 13, you pass by, is the Snapping Line. That's the other inn and tavern. And then you also pass number 14, which is Council Hall. That's where you guys started your journey.
Okay.
14. Oh, Council Hall. Okay.
Number 14 is the Council Hall. Okay, so as you guys continue down, number 16, you see this large mansion. Bard Z and Billiam, are you into politics or no?
No, not really.
Okay, Bard Z, you're the only one who knows that is Gellin Prime Waters Mansion. He's on the town council. He's one of the richest town council members. So that's Prime Waters Mansion. Number 17 is the Dwarven Anvil, but it's actually owned by 2 humans. Owned by a human family. called the
Oh, what was
Dwarven
that?
Anvil.
17.
Yeah, 17. It's a blacksmith forge.
Do they have
Um,
plate armor in there?
They do. They have any kind of order you can make. They don't. You have to order things. So
Do they have
this
like an
is more
example
of
on
like,
display though?
yeah.
I
It
just
says. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I've like been yearning for plate armor or like heavy plate ever since I got out of the war, but I just can't afford it, and I just like looking at it.
Gotcha. Actually, I'm reading now that all they make are knives, fishing weights, harpoons, nails, hooks, and basically everything that has to do with everyday goods. They're not so much into armor and crazy weaponry.
Okay.
Did you just call it BS?
Blacksmith.
Oh. Okay. Number 18 is the fishmongering plant, aka where they process the fish. So these are large fish processing building. Number 19, only Bard-Z knows who it is. It's Olin's house, the mansion. I don't know why it's called a house. It's also a mansion. He's on the town council as well. Sorry. Owlland. Owel land. It's Owlland. Owlland. Number 20 is Solmar's house, the guy that you just met. Anders Solmar. And number 21 is the Mariners Guild Hall. I don't believe any of you are part of the Mariners Guild Hall. Correct?
I don't think so.
Like, you're not part of the Mariners Guild? Or would you be part of it, Andrew? No? Okay.
I mean, I don't know if let me if shipping by boat or is a normal thing for somebody who grew up on the coast, then yes. But if it's kind of something that's still pretty specialized, then no.
Yeah, you'd have to be a guild member. It's not just like you get auto pass kind of thing. You have to like pay fees and stuff to be part of the guild hall, but then you get access to a huge group of guild members kind of thing.
No, I don't have no fee money.
Okay. Sounds good. Do you guys go up the path, right?
Yeah, we're just heading up.
Up the cliff.
Yep.
Okay. So you head up the cliff, keep going east. Let me jump over to 28. By the way, Tyler. Oh, is Tyler there?
He's there.
I'll just tell him real quick. Tyler,
Sorry, I'm back.
you're good. You live in an abandoned house on 24,
Oh,
the top house.
I'm home again.
Well, you guys aren't going there right now, but I'm just telling you where you do live. Nobody goes over there. All those houses are abandoned because they're filled with crabs.
Are crabs like the rats of the sea?
Not usually. It's really unusual. Those of you that like have lived here a while, suddenly thousands of crabs just poured in from the sea, and they took up residence in those 4 houses, and the residents fled.
Krista, do I live peacefully with the crabs or do I eat the crabs? You can decide.
You can decide.
I live peacefully with the crabs.
I live among them. I can communicate.
You guys would all know that crabbers from Saltmarsh are cautious on this cove, as anyone who is an overeager fisherman of these crabs, like trying to be like, oh, I'll just grab a bunch of them, has always disappeared into the clackety clack darkness, never to be seen again.
Is clackety clack darkness something specific?
No, it's just the fact that there's thousands of crabs living there, so it's
they're all
the clacking. Like, you can always hear the clacking from the crabs. Thousands of crabs. It's a weird place of town, alright?
Nobody knows this, so I'm not talking about it, but I find the clacking comforting.
Okay.
Strange.
the next place you guys pass is called Winston's Store.
That's 28.
28. Winston's Store. It's a halfling, and I would say he sells
Seashells.
strange things. Not strange. I wouldn't say strange. It's not like weird things. But he sells items that normal people can't procure. So,
So like birds on shirts.
sure.
He's Winston.
Or if you wanted a stuffed exotic animal, he could get that for you, kind of thing. He finds a way. You know, he always stays on the edge of the law line, if that makes sense. So, but he will procure interesting things. And then number 27 is the cemetery, as you can see out there. Anyone have experience in the cemetery, or no? Should I skip over that?
That's where my family's buried.
Okay, you've met with Crag, the half-orc grave digger.
Crag?
He's somewhat of a Crag. Crag is his name, and he's somewhat of a town historian and local lore master, actually. So,
All right,
you
we'll
do know
stop
that.
and say hi.
Oh, all right. As you guys stop by the cemetery, you see Crag, kind of dirty, but this large, middle-aged half-orc kind of gives you a nod. Oh, yes. Billiam, welcome. Did you want to see your plot?
No, Craig, this isn't a social visit. We're actually on our way out of town to go and take a look at the mansion over there. Been hearing a lot of different things, anything from people disappearing from slavers to ghosts to candles to libraries and treasure. Well, if anybody knows anything about it, I thought Craig should probably ask him.
Flattered. He kind of does like a little bow.
I bow back.
The most I've heard, there was a guy back in a few weeks ago. He was bragging. I think he was like a poacher boy, man, whatever, human. And let me think. I gotta find it. Hold on.
You good?
He confessed having wandered into the back door of the house a couple years ago, hoping to acquire some food. He said he started to descend the stairs and heard ghastly shrieks, and wailing, and ran, frightened out of his wits. He also noticed that there's a nearby well, I guess, and he described a kitchen, a passage, and a scullery, but, he just probably just got a glance around and then scared by something. Who knows?
A lot of odd stories over here.
Yeah, but most people I think have gone there, and I don't think they find much besides the shrieking and the weird eerie lights emanating from the roof.
Craig, you've been here long enough. You remember when the mansion wasn't abandoned?
Not abandoned. Yeah, there was some kind of alchemist that lived there, yeah?
Remember anything about him?
Oh, I think he was trying to turn metal into gold, if I remember correctly. They say that there's a secret hoard of chemical gold at the bottom of the house, but no one's ever found anything.
Did this alchemist have a name?
Honestly, he kept to himself. I really didn't get to know his name.
Is there like a town library or records?
Yeah, kind of. So, Craig would tell you, and you've talked with Craig enough times.
Mhm.
Eleander, the captain of the guard, he collects books to the point that he's made his own like library that only him and Crag usually have access to,
Mhm.
and Crag helps him organize it.
Where does he live?
Eleander?
Yeah.
I'll find it.
Anders?
Eleander.
Oh.
My buddy.
Number 4.
Number 4. Oh gosh, on the other side of where we already are.
Yeah. So that's Eleander's house / library.
How do you spell Eleander's?
It's like E-L-I and then Ander.
Oh, kind of like
Ellie.
R Ellie.
Yeah. All right. Greg kind of nods to the rest of you guys. You traveling in a group now, Billiam?
No, not if I had my way. and I
Got it.
and I give a stern look to Bardsey.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Greetings, Bardsey. Kind of gives you a
I mean,
deep
I'm not
bow.
next to him. I'm kind of off,
He's like looking at all the graves. I know him. I know all. Remember when
If
that
you
mother
need
died?
anything, let me know. You know, and of course, pay your respects, of course.
Appreciate that, Craig. You have a good one.
You too.
Hey.
Kind of mumbles and shuffles away.
If possible, well, Krista, if you'll allow it, I'll be just staring at the graves, trying to detect the presence of ghosts.
Sure. Make a perception check.
But I don't have my values memorized yet. That is a 14.
14. You don't feel any undead presence, and in fact, you feel very clear-minded actually here.
May I roll Arcana to see if there's any type of protective magics upon this area?
Yeah, go for
Or
it.
religion?
Yeah.
Your call?
Yeah, go for it.
I roll an 18 plus, I believe, 4. Yeah. So
Yes.
22.
The answer is yes, this is hallowed ground.
Mm.
And actually, you sense it kind of the source of the magic, the kind of seal, coming from this building to the east, this larger one. And the rest of you can see it as like a temple. This is like a temple kind of building. And those who wish to roll a religion check can.
I'm just mumbling to myself this whole time,
18.
and you guys are hearing me talk about how this is celestial ground, how it feels holy, and how the temple is the source. But I'm not actually talking to any of you.
Okay.
Wait, like we can hear your thoughts, or are you just talking out loud like normal?
I'm talking out loud like normal.
And the temple's number 26.
Yes. But if you would like to know what kind of temple, you're going to have to roll religion.
I rolled an 18.
18. Awesome. Anyone else roll?
No,
I'll roll.
I rolled
That's
a 10. So.
17.
All right. All right. Sorry, 10 doesn't quite get there, Andrew, but
Close your ears.
Gary and Billiam, you guys note that this is the temple of Procon, a sea god. It's a neutral sea god kind of thing. He's usually clerics of the Tempest clerics are his thing, kind of thing, and like saving people out at sea and storms and all that jazz.
Procon?
Procon. Procan.
Oh no.
And I would say, since you have people buried here, Billiam, you do know that the priest that is in this temple. His name is Welgar.
Priest is Welker.
Welgar. Welgar Brinehand.
Welgar Brinehand. Okay.
All right. Awesome. All right, you guys continue east, and as you guys are heading up, the last place you pass is number 25. You see, I would say only the two people who are native here know what this is. As you guys pass, you see what looks like a family, all clothed in black garb, and some of them are holding flowers at this cliff edge right here. Some of them are holding flowers, and some of them are holding kind of memorabilia. They're each tossing it over the cliff into the water.
This is on number 25.
Correct, number 25.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's not quite 25, it's like right here, if
Okay.
that makes sense. And they're tossing it into the water, and you see one woman kind of tear up as she leaps over the edge.
Oh no!
Can we try to save her?
Billiam and Bardsey, go ahead and make a history check.
Oh, no, minus 2.
17 plus 2, 19.
10.
Okay, 19 actually will get you there. Bardsey, even though you've never used this place, it's called the Leap, and you know that it's a place actually traditionally that people of Saltmarsh will leap from when their loved one drowns at sea. And the jump is not fatal. It's free of rocks, and it's a short swim back to land, but it's to show how much you were grieving for your loved one.
Oh, okay.
So it's an interesting Saltmarsh tradition.
I'm just gonna freeze up when that happens and be like, "What? What? Is she all right?"
Me
Oh,
and
yeah, I
Bardsey just
completely
look at each
forgot.
other like, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
You
yep,
don't
yep.
care, you callous demon of a squirrel.
No, just look over the edge, pal.
I'm afraid of heights. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
We tell them about
yeah,
the
they're-
leap.
She's swimming.
It is a crazy cliff, by the way. This is about 100-foot cliff. Like, it's quite the leap.
Wow.
So it does say the words usually not fatal.
Oh.
So it is a hard leap to take, but it is not always fatal. So she is swimming back. So
Hey,
this woman
Krista.
did make it.
Where that lady leaped, can I go up and say like a prayer or something for Squirrel God, and maybe be like have some dim light kind of shroud me, and then possibly Gary can understand that Squirrel God is like a good being.
Make a religion check.
Oh, my religion's so bad. 19.
19?
Yeah.
19 is pretty high. You know not to infringe on other people's religion, and you definitely see that this is a pro-con service.
Oh, okay. I'll let it be. I'll just pray silently.
But I will say that as you pray silently, a glow emanates from your head. Gary, you can choose to look at it or not.
Oh, I look at it.
All right, as you guys leave the leap,
The deception grows.
you keep heading east, and it's starting to get dark. And you guys are walking along.
I put on my materials as we're leaving town. I put on my chainmail and shield and flail.
Okay, sounds good. Anything else? You got other things you guys would like to do to prepare?
No, I always have my sword and dagger.
I like the idea you're saying that out loud, like that no one said anything to you.
Yeah, we're just walking. I always have my sword and dagger out.
Awesome. All right, so the road to the house winds through the rocky coastal terrain, offering A view of the sea below. Low clouds press upon you. Occasionally, patches of sunlight will appear out of the water. Think like European coastline. Like this is not like a pretty coastline. It's a very like, foggy and clouded a lot of the time. Most of the time. So, a stiff wind blows in off the waves, carrying kind of a briny stink of the churning salt water. You guys see a few people coming in and out of town. Go back to this. Okay. As it starts to like the sun is setting, you guys make good time, I'll say. And the sun is starting to set, and you're able to see. You make it to the house, so it's around like 6-7ish p.m. And you see the decrepit house sits on the highest ground in the area. Around it, a stone wall has crumbled in many places, exposing the interior grounds. An ornate metal gate lies open at the end of the road, swaying slightly in the wind. Wind flora grows throughout the entire inner yard, but all the years cannot hide evidence of a well-tended garden that once sat there. Near the house, a rotted wooden roof of a water well rises out of the tall grass.
So this must be the place. Okay. Right?
I'm just staring at it.
Let's see. What's the time right now?
6 p.m. Sun is setting.
The sun is setting.
So it's kind of like
Well,
a dusk.
Should we rest here for tonight?
Bardsy, I think we should try to come from an angle, not the front door, just in case it is being watched.
Oh, okay. Sure, okay. I mean, like, we could just hang out for a little bit, have ourselves a nice little meal, and just kind of see what happens,
Yeah, I actually kind of like that idea of we just maybe stake out tonight.
Yeah, we just stake out tonight and just kind of scope it out, see if anybody suspicious comes nearby,
While we're staking out, as far as you can tell around the location, does it seem to be traveled? Anybody walking in and out or anything?
Make a survival check.
Okay. That is a 18. 17 plus 1.
Whoa.
Awesome. You wander around the house, and I would say with an 18 survival check, the only thing you find is something large has made a burrow in the garden. You see what looks like a large burrow in the garden.
Okay, this isn't by the well.
I'm trying. This thing is the most annoying. Like, I want to just like drag and drop. Can you guys see the map?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
see
yeah,
you erasing stuff slowly.
I'm trying. It's so long. It takes forever.
There's
I just
gotta
want to
be a way
drag
to
and drop.
There's gotta
There
be a way
is
to drag and
none.
drop.
I can't. There is not any. There is nothing.
Gosh, what is this in beta?
Ugh. Yeah. It's an alpha.
Alpha?
Ugh. Okay. It's
All
fine.
right.
I'll
Before
figure it out.
approaching the burrow, can I go
Oh,
ahead
I
and
can make it huge. Ooh.
There we go.
Okay. There's the well. by the way.
Okay. Yeah, would we be
That
able to
weird circle is the well. This is the front of the house. The entrance is not the front. Like, it's right over here. It's on the left-hand side. So
Wait, where?
the entrance is where that porch is.
Okay. So we're
Yeah.
kind of
What?
coming
And
up
this is
on it
the
from an
well.
angle.
I'm sorry. I'm looking
Yeah.
at the Saltmarsh map.
Oh,
You
really?
are?
We're
You're
all...
not looking at the next one?
We're all looking at the next map.
Yeah.
Here, let me refresh.
Can we just take a peek at the well
Oh,
since
there we go.
a few people have mentioned it now?
Perfect.
It's
Yeah.
been mentioned two, 3 times.
You see a stone well. Do you make a perception check, or are you going there?
Well, first, before I approach it, I just want to make a perception check.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check.
That's an 8.
8. You don't see anything weird.
Okay, I
Just
approach.
looks like a well in the tall grass. Okay.
Approach
As you approach it,
cautiously.
you see a well shaft which descends about 20 feet. Probably contains. Looks like it contains still clean water.
All right. Well, the well's not dried out.
Well, seems perfectly normal. Hey, Milo, maybe I got something here for you. There's a burrow over there. Maybe something big. Maybe something naughty. Why don't you go? Why don't you go check it out and just stay quiet?
Something
Okay.
naughty.
I don't know.
Can I?
I'm trying to relate to the youth.
Can I go and stealth over to the burrow where he pointed?
Yeah. Make a stealth check.
16.
16. I have to
To
check
the
this.
Man, all over the-
Yeah, as you stealth over, you catch a glimpse of what looks like a giant weasel kind of poking its head out of the burrow for a moment and then kind of jumping back down.
Oh.
Bet we could get some gold for
Roll
that.
a nature check.
Okay.
Wait, is he the one that sees that?
Yeah, because he's the only one
Okay.
over there.
Okay.
6.
Unless you want to go over there. 6? You don't know anything about weasels.
There's a naughty weasel over there.
Wait, are you all by yourself?
Oh, sorry. I sneak back. Sorry, in my head, I'm like, and I walk back.
Sees the weasel? Boy, that's a naughty
How
weasel.
big is this weasel? Like,
It's like the size of a dog. Like a large dog.
okay.
It's a giant weasel.
Yeah, so like potentially could eat me. Okay, yeah,
What?
I definitely do not like engage that. I sneak back.
He's your size. I mean, you're a halfling. Yeah, he's as big
Yeah.
as you. You just see his little face too. You didn't even get to see his whole body.
I walk over.
And I'm like, it's a giant weasel.
Oh, you don't say.
I don't know if we should kill it or not.
You know, let me see if I can, chit-chat with it for a little bit.
Can you
And
speak
I
to
just wanna
animals?
sneak on over.
Okay, go on and roll a stealth check.
Be right back.
Alright, stealth check. Oh, a 21.
Feeling stealthy. As you sneak over there, and you see this weasel kind of like keeping guard on its burrow.
And I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Cast.
Is that a ritual cast? How long does that take to cast?
Vocal and then somatic. The duration is 10 minutes.
Yeah, but how long is cast time?
It doesn't say.
It'll always say.
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Casting time is 1 action.
Okay. There you go. Alright, great. So you can speak with animals.
Psst. Hey, Mr. Weasel.
Ah! Get away
Hi.
from my burrow. Get away!
Oh, hey.
He starts
do you want,
immediately growling.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry about that. Didn't want to, spook you a little bit. We're just curious. Have you been seeing any weird activities around here? Like weird people?
activity.
Like any weird strangers that might be threatening your hole?
Yeah, there's tons of people threatening my hole, like you!
No, not me, but somebody else that doesn't look like me.
Oh, there's lots of people. Ugh, they're always here.
Oh, you don't say. Like, how many? If you had to hold up your paw, and how many claws?
What?
Like 1 claw, 2 claws, 3 claws, 4 claws, 5. Like how
He
many?
holds up his paw. I have 5 claws.
So it'd be like 5 people. You know, just don't
His
worry
intelligence
about that.
real low.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. So lots of people. When do they usually come here?
Night.
Nighttime. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Perfect. Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Weasel. You know what? Just for you, got a little snack for you. What would you like? I got. I looked through my bag. I got cheese. I got bread. Would you like some nuts? What would you like?
Meat.
Oh yeah, I've got some jerky in here. Do you want some jerky?
Yes.
All right, here you go, Mr. Weasel. And I throw it to him.
He like grabs it, and you see his whole body come out of the hole, and it's a little jarring. You know, it's a giant weasel.
Oh jeez.
And then he drags it back in, and you hear him muttering, "Young ones, we will feast tonight."
Oh
Aw.
wait, you got kiddos?
He's already gone. Like he's in his
Oh.
burrow.
Dang it. Okay. All right, and then I sneak on back. Do you want me to roll for that?
No, you're good.
Okay, sneak on back. And I tell them, all right, so I spoke to Mr. Weasel. So apparently, yeah, there's a lot of foot traffic here, usually at night. So, hey, it was a good time to kind of scope out the joint and see what kind of activities going on. You know, kind of see what's happening. I don't know if there's any good vantage points. Maybe there's some trees nearby. We can like just see what kind of stuff's going on. Hang out in the trees and you know.
I hate to say this, but Bardsy's right.
Billy, come on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have read up ahead. With your survival check, Evan, besides
Mhm.
the burrow, you do see 2 sets of recently made humanoid tracks.
Oh.
Where are they?
They are. They are going into the entrance.
Okay, just through the
Mm.
front.
Yeah, but you could follow them in. Like they are pretty muddy tracks. Like they aren't like
Oh,
the DC was low, so
oh, okay.
like you could follow them further into the house if that makes sense.
They must be fresh then, if it's still muddy and easy to see.
Yes, it does look like they were recently made.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I will tell you, there's a second floor to this building, so
Okay.
you guys can see that there is a second floor and what looks like a balcony.
Oh, a balcony. Okay, all right.
A section of the balcony looks like it collapsed, but there is
Mhm.
still a portion of it barely holding.
Okay. Yeah, I I think I agree with Bardsy on this one. I think we need to stake it out overnight here and see if there's any additional activities.
Look for ghosts.
You really like ghosts.
More than I love demon squirrels.
For God's sake. I just hand him a pamphlet on Squirrel God.
A
It's
pamphlet?
yeah, it's like this old tattered pamphlet that if you read like closely on the top, it's hard to notice, but it says Strixhaven, class of like 1972. And it has like all the information on McMurphin's sect of paladins and the worshipping of Squirrel God. Founded by some kobold. Hey, the name is kind of worn away.
I'll take it and read through it quietly.
Can we kind of hunker down and stealth from some type of vantage point where we can have eyes on the front and...
Are you guys trying to like camp? Like you're
Not
trying
set a
to
fire.
spend the whole night?
Not a fire, but
You're gonna take a point of exhaustion if you try and watch the house all night. Is that
Well,
okay?
can we rotate sleeping?
yeah, we could do that.
Can we have
Yeah,
like one
you-
person awake and alert and then rotate sleeping every like couple of hours?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
You just have to
Okay.
make perception checks for each person then.
Right,
Yep.
All right.
That works.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
All right, as you guys start doing your nighttime rotation watch, we'll go ahead and end here for the night, actually, if
Sweet.
that is okay with everyone.
That's perfect.
10 p.m.
That
Yeah.
works.
hopefully I'll get the music to work next time, and I'll actually sound spooky.
That's spooky.
Spookier.
Spooky. Okay.
Spooky.
Alrighty. Oh man, I'm pumped for this.
I'm glad. It'll be fun. There's a bunch of places in town that are very fascinating that you guys haven't been to yet. so.
Just Andrew coming through with just another banger character classic. Just like the edgiest, like
Oh my
darkest
gosh.
character you could ever imagine.
Naughty boy.
We got Mima and Naughty Boy. We're gonna have to come up with a nickname for you.
The naughty boy.
Maybe that's gonna be our
Yeah,
group
that's
name.
Actually, yeah. I was like going through so many voices, and like the high pitched ones are just so hard for me to do consistently.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was gonna
You do them great though.
record these and just put them up like on a private YouTube if you guys want to listen back at
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
sure.
fine.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
all.
Yeah.
That way Ryan can also hear again, but it doesn't need to be public. And I'm just recording like my character sheet notes and the map.
Mm,
So no faces or
good.
anything.
that's fine.
Perfect.
All right. Well, thanks, Krista. I think this is gonna be a good one.
This would be a good one.
Yay.
It's gonna be fun.
Thank you, Krista.
Awesome. Okay,
All
thanks,
right.
guys. Have a good night.
Yeah.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
See you guys